welcome back. I have another tutorial for you today using the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette that looks like that. If you're not familiar, it's just an eyeshadow palette that has all matte shades, and then it has one transforming pearl shade that kind of adds a little bit of shimmer and sheen to any of the colors, so you can really customize it. And I recently did a brown smoky eye look using the same palette, so I'll link that tutorial below if you haven't seen it. But today I did something totally different, and I just wanted to stress how amazing and versatile this palette is to do so many variety of different looks. My friend Brie from the channel called Brianna Stanko, it's just her name, that's her channel, she's gonna do a look using the IT Cosmetics the same palette as I am. So I'll have her channel linked below in her video, so make sure you guys go watch that and subscribe to her. She is a skincare expert. She knows absolutely anything there is to know about skincare, so she's a great source of knowledge on that part. So definitely go check her video out and subscribe to her channel and tell her I sent you. Alright, so that's everything for this intro. I'm gonna go ahead and get started and show you guys how to get this look. Of course, we're gonna start the look by priming the eye area. I'm using one of my all-time oldie but goodie favorites, the Bare Minerals Primetime Eyelid Primer. You just need a pinpoint amount for each eye, and it really does a great job of being sticky and helping the eyeshadow last all day and be crease proof. Now I'm taking the color Love out of the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette, and I'm just taking that on this Wide Shader E59 brush from Sigma. And I always like to start my eyeshadow looks with just a thin veil of color all over the entire lid area, so the other colors that we add will blend a lot easier. Now I'm taking Soft, Light, and Warmth, a mixture of those two, on this is a Sigma Diffused Crease E38 brush, and I'm just starting to place that on the outer part of my eyelid, and then I'm taking it up into my crease, just nothing fancy, windshield wiper motions back and forth. This is just gonna lay down a nice base color, so the colors that we add into the crease will be a lot easier to blend when we get to that step. Then I'm going to take a mixture of Soulful and Sunrise on my MAC 213 shader brush. Any tiny little shader brush will work. I'm just patting this, swiping it kind of back and forth on my lid. I'm just building up about medium intensity, nothing too in your face. I love to take colors that are somewhat not necessarily that neutral of a color, like the Sunrise color is a beautiful orange, and make it more wearable and make it into a neutral look, which is what I'm doing today. And then you just want to round it off with that classic mushroom shape that's most flattering for your eye. Now I'm taking a mixture of Soulful and Violet, and I'm going to be putting that in my crease. And I'm using one of my favorite crease brushes. This is the MAC 286. It's a dual fiber brush, so it's not going to lay down so much pigment and color, but it's just such a great brush to work with for beginners, for pros. And I'm just dusting that back and forth in the crease and just building up a little bit of that color, of that beautiful purple mixture. Now I'm taking just the color All Heart by itself, and I'm going in with a more precise and more dense brush and just making a little bit of a V shape on the outer corner. That brush is the Exact Blend E32 by Sigma, and because it's more densely packed bristles compared to the dual fiber, it will place down just a little bit more pigment. Now I'm taking a clean blending brush. This one is by Sigma, and I think it's called the All Over Blend. I don't know the exact number, but of course I'll have that listed below for you. Now I'm going back in with the same combination we used first for the eyelid colors, Soulful and Sunrise, on the same MAC 213, the little shader brush, and I'm just putting back some of that color that got blended away when we blended. Now I'm taking, again, Soulful and Violet, again with the dual fiber brush. Sometimes you place the color down and you just have to blend it a little bit to make it cohesive and seamless, and then sometimes you blend it away too much and you have to just go back in, and that's what it's all about. Now I'm taking the Transforming Pearl shade. It's just a beautiful white shimmery shade, and I'm popping that on the inner corner of my eye, and I'm taking it about 1/3 of the way over. And then I'm also going to use that same color as my brow bone highlight. This is the Shader Lid E56 brush from Sigma that I'm using. And now this brush that I'm using is totally not necessary, but I thought I would bust it out. It's a Highlight Diffuser E71. Not necessary. You could use any blending brush. Now I'm taking Inglot number 75 eyeliner. It's just a dark, beautiful eggplant purple color. And guess what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to use it as eyeliner on my upper lash line. And I'm using a Sedona Lace, just an eyeliner brush, and I'm just doing a really thin layer, and I'm really concentrating on working that into my lashes, in between the lashes. I don't really want a thick line, I just want it to seem like it's a part of my lashes. So no gaps between the line of gel liner and the lashes is the key. And then on the end, I'm just doing just a tiny wing, nothing extreme at all. And then I'm going to go in with one of my all-time holy grail, definitely a holy grail eyeliner, the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eyeliner in the color Blacker. And it's just a black pencil, and it stays in my waterline like no other. So I'm just tightlining a little bit. I just want to make sure my lash line looks super full and lush, and that there's no skin tone shades peeking through between my lashes. So that's all I'm doing here, is just making sure that all the gaps are filled in. Then I'm going to go in with the colors Java and Violet mixed, and I'm going to take that on a small, tiny, small angled brush. This is MAC 266, and I'm just stamping over the eyeliner, the gel eyeliner. I'm just going to help diffuse the look. So if you weren't perfect with your eyeliner placement of the gel eyeliner, this is such a great trick because it makes it look like you wanted it to be a little bit messy, a little bit smoked, and just diffused and really pretty. And I'm just making sure to fill in any areas between the actual lashes and the eyelid. Now I'm taking my Tarte eyelash curler, Holy Grail, and of course we're curling up the lashes, and then I'm going to go in with this mascara. This is the Shocking Extensions, the telescopic Shocking Extensions from L'Oreal. I have mixed feelings about this. I like it, but it's a little bit hard to work with. So here I'm starting and just applying it like regular, just wiggling at the root and extending out, but then I found that it's easier to go in and apply it to the tips of the lashes first, and then go back in and get the base, the roots of the lashes, and extend out. So that's what I'm doing, just applying a couple coats of this and just beefing up my lashes as much as possible. Because this is a fiber extension mascara, I find that it can kind of get clumpy towards the ends, and the lashes almost get a little bit tangly at the ends because it makes the lashes longer. So voila, my makeup is done, my complexion products are all on. I'm going to go up and finish the eye look with my MAC PowerPoint eyeliner in Perma Plum. I don't know if that's the exact name, but it is in Perma Plum. I'll have everything exactly perfectly listed below. I'm just putting that on my waterline, and then I'm going to take the color Sunrise on this pencil brush by Sedona Lace, the 904, and of course I'm just going to smoke that out. You definitely don't want to leave your lower lash line untouched. You want to just tie it together with what you have going on the upper lid, just to balance and add some symmetry to the eyes. So I'm just really blending that back and forth, and of course you want to hit the lower lashes with mascara. I don't ever like to leave those untouched. I just think it really completes the look. Now for some fun stuff. This is the first time that I was using this product, the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Radiance Ombre Bronzer. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm just bronzing in my 3E motions. If you guys watched my videos, you know what I'm saying. And hold the phone. Look what brush I'm using. It's not the Bobbi Brown bronzer brush. It's a new one, and I love it for bronzer. It's the Sephora Pro Bronzer number 48 brush. So I'm just working that right into my hairline on the cheeks, and then I'm going to make sure to take that down and blend it on the neck just so everything is seamless. And for blush, I'm going to use a matte blush. This is Dallas by Benefit. It's this rosy tan color, and I absolutely love the combination of the shimmery bronzer with this blush. And I'm using the Makeup Geek rounded blush brush. And to be honest, when I first received that in the mail, I thought it was going to be way too small, and it looks like more of a contour brush, but let me tell you, it's amazing for blush. Now I'm going in with MAC lipstick in Please Me. It's a matte, medium, warm tone pink, and it's just super, super pretty, but because it's matte, I wanted to finish up the look with a little bit of gloss. So I'm using this really beautiful one here called Cultured, also by MAC in the lip gloss formula. So with that beautiful Cultured lip gloss, I'm going to put that on, and that completes this entire look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to check out Brianna's channel. You guys will love her. She's a skincare expert. I'll have her channel and her video linked below. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!